What's good, everybody? This is Fern, aka Fina Araya, author of Before 7:30 Practical Ways to Empower Yourself and Save Your Relationship Before Giving Up. I hope you had a chance to watch my intro video. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and sharing that video. I appreciate the support. Happy New Year to all of you. Hopefully, the new year has started off with a bang and that you'll have a wonderful and fulfilling new year. Now, I want to discuss the new year and new you concept by talking about how if you want things to be different this year at home, then you need to make your relationship a priority. Why is that important? Well, many of us seem to think that our relationship will just happen. Everything will fall into place. We don't have to put in any work. Life will be wonderful without us putting in any efforts. But unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. We complain how our significant other is not doing his or her part, but then we don't think of how we're not making the relationship a priority. What do I mean by that? Well, many of us don't put in the time to pay attention to our partner. I understand that if you have children like I do, then you'll have to be more creative. But if you don't have children, what's your reason for not doing this? You can create a greater bond and intimacy between you and your partner by being present, doing whatever you two enjoy doing that brings you closer to each other. That time spent together is like cosmic gold. You'll realize that other areas of your life will fall into place. Relationships, or rather, a great relationship doesn't just happen. You have to be proactive. Again, a great relationship just does not happen. You have to be proactive. No matter how much you're in love, no matter how much you have in common, you just have to be proactive for the relationship to turn into a great one. You have to show that you want the relationship to work. With all the distractions, it makes it hard to just be and flow in bliss at home. That's why it'll require you to pay attention so that your partner doesn't feel left out. You want to have the connection with your partner. Believe me, whenever there's a disconnect, it's harder to bridge that gap. So don't let this become a habit. And I'm speaking from experience. If you're not making your relationship a priority, it will become a problem. There won't be a connection. And you don't want, like I said before, your partner to feel left out.
That's exactly what will happen.
What this does is it opens up the door for all types of energies to play with you and your significant other. Pay attention to how or whether or not you are making your relationship a priority. Ask your partner if you're not sure. Ask if you're doing enough. And if not, then ask what you can do or how you can make the relationship better. There is no way you'll be harmonious if you aren't doing your check and balances to ensure that you are doing your part to make the relationship awesome. It's like a job. If you're not doing your job, well, then you must adjust or else you'll just get fired. Your partner will appreciate you more if they see that you are putting in the time. You are showing them that you care about the state of your relationship. That if you were careless, thoughtless, and just plain a big fat zero in 2018, then you are going to do better in 2019. You're going to spend time with them. You're going to communicate more with them. You're going to be less dramatic, less confrontational, and be more easygoing and loving. You're going to make sure the welfare of your relationship is on top of your new year, new you list. Show this through your actions. Actions, actions, actions. Your actions will make your relationship what it is, and you already know this. So your actions will be extremely vital in 2019 because there is no way that you can make progress without being active. So if you want that change in your relationship, or even for yourself, if you want to have a successful year, you can't really have that if you have a lot of bickering going on at home. You're extremely unhappy. It's going to affect everything that you do. So you can't talk about having a happy and successful year if your relationship is in disarray. So that's the reason why I'm saying that you have to make your relationship a priority, because in you doing that, you help everything else that you touch become golden. Everything else that you touch, because you have that positive energy, and it will reflect in everything else that you do, in your speech, and the way you carry yourself, and your confidence. I mean, there is no denying it. Being in a happy relationship, it affects you in your business as well as at work. So I mean, that's just the truth. So I already gave you a few tips of how you can do that. But like I said again, talk to your partner and see what works for you. Because at the end of the day, it's about the both of you having that meeting of the mind. Because what works for the next person might not work for you. All you need to know is that you just need to work at it, especially if you have not been doing that. And the person that you're with is important to you, then you definitely want to show that you care, and that your relationship is not just a flower that is in a pot, and you just walk by it every single day without greeting it, without acknowledging it, or without even watering it as much as you're supposed to. Because eventually, what's going to happen is that flower will just die. And I'm sure that's not what you want if you are with someone that you care about, and you want the relationship to progress and turn into something more serious, if it's not already serious. So that's just my little tip for you today. Again, make your relationship a priority if you want other areas in your life to be prosperous this year. And I really do hope that's exactly what happened, and you can will that into fruition if you're realistic about your situation. If you actually suck at it right now, then hey, you got a lot of work to do. You have a lot of catching up to do. Then get to work. It's really that simple. We're grown. It's time that we stop acting like children, or we put our childish ways to the side, and get to handling our business like grown men and women. So please like and subscribe. Share the video with other people that you know who can benefit from watching these videos. And like I said in my first video, I will be talking about relationships and um, life matters, situations that are happening, or current events rather, that are happening, that relates to relationships and improving our lives. I will touch upon the metaphysics of my being, decoding my life, my experiences, and sharing those types of experiences with you. Now, I am a bit of a maverick, so sometimes I might just share something with you that's a little bit different. Let me know if that's something that you appreciate. So again, I would like to thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you fairly soon. Again, Happy New Year. Have a wonderful and prosperous 2019. Until next time, happy living.